Yo! What's up? PJ, being woke and nerdy. What does that even mean? For a long time, I've had struggles with balancing my consciousness and my nerdiness, or my geekiness, so to speak. Growing up, I was into really nerdy and geeky things, like many of us are. I got teased by my black peers for not being into things that are described as conventionally black. It's because of these experiences that, for a while, I began to permeate a level of self-hate. I began to question whether or not I had any loyalty to black society, because I was stuck in this mindset that I have to be a certain mold of blackness in order to be accepted. A lot of us have had to go through that and might be still going through that. A lot of you who are watching this video might be going through that situation or have gone through this situation. I've gotten older, I've gotten wiser. Life experiences have changed the way that I thought. I've been exposed to certain things, I've been exposed to certain truths. I've learned how to find that balance, find that happy medium between being able to challenge and break down systematic racism and have a friendly debate about Marvel and DC movies. Once I learned about the workings of systematic racism, it gave me a clearer sense of where my place was as a black person. And I'm still learning. And at that point I realized that, hey, my peers, they made fun of me, teased me, and made fun of me for liking the Power Rangers or liking Batman or Superman. But at the end of the day, they can't control where I live. They can't control where I can go to school. They can't control a job that I can work at. My peers, they could make fun of me and hurt my feelings, but within the dominant society, they can control where I stay, where I live, what place I can work. Once I was able to realize and have that experience, it helped me to find that balance between I'm black, I'm a nerd, I'm into nerdy things, but I need to have a level of consciousness about myself, or be a certain level of wokeness, as some might say, to be able to learn how to move and shake within the society, especially now in this presidency. We're looking at blatant white supremacy right now. I think that the more of us learn to come into our consciousness and learn about the situation that we're dealing with, the better it'll be for us collectively. So I have 3 tips on how to balance your wokeness and your nerdiness. Number 1, learn your history. Learn about the scholars. Learn about people in the past who learned to challenge racism. People like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. Even watch certain films. I can sit here today and tell you that one of the films that changed things around for me was Hidden Colors. Most of you might have heard of Hidden Colors. Some of you may have not, but check out the film called Hidden Colors. Hidden Colors changed the way how I view myself as a black person. Because of material like Hidden Colors, that I'm able to balance my wokeness and my nerdiness, so to speak. Learning your history and learning where you come from and learning about achievements by other African people, because we are African. Learning achievements by other African people can really give you a sense of self-esteem, a sense of self-confidence, and a sense of peace. Number 2, travel. Travel as much as you can. Most of us in black society have never been outside our city block. I think we've been conditioned to think that the world out there is just dangerous, it's safer here, and that's not the case. You'd be surprised how other people around the world know more about our history than we do. You'll be surprised other places in the world, how they view black people and how we're viewed here. It's like night and day. You'll be surprised the type of love and the type of warmth and the type of welcoming that you'll receive in foreign countries. Like, it's crazy. Travel, get a passport, save up some money, and travel to different places and see how other people in other societies and other countries view you as a black person. And you'll see it's like night and day. Number 3, be you. There's this idea that being conscious means you have to dress the part. You have to wear a dashiki or wear a head wrap or, talk about Egyptian history all the time. Like, you don't have to do that. Be you. Be nerdy. You can be into cosplay. You can be into video games. You can be who you are. Just have a level of consciousness about yourself, or wokeness. Learn to know that, hey, yes, I'm a nerd. Yeah, yes, I'm a black nerd. I'm into geeky things. I like Marvel, I like DC, I'm into superheroes, but I live in a white supremacist system. As a black person living in a white supremacist system, I have to wake up every morning and figure out, as a black person living in a system of white supremacy, what can I do that can not only empower myself, but empower those who are around me? And what can I do to replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice? That's not to say even if you do these 3 things, you won't face challenges. I'm saying being able to do these 3 things that I mentioned, it'll give you a better sense of who you are and a better sense of how to move within the society, especially the society we're in now, where you have a blatant white supremacist in office, doesn't really care about the consequences of this country or not. I don't think there's ever been a better time for us black nerds to come into our consciousness, to link up with not just melanoid people here, but melanoid people worldwide, and to link up and connect and come up with solutions that can ultimately help us survive. So guys, look, if you like my video, or if you've ever had the same experiences I've had, or if any of those similar experiences, comment down below. Let me know what you think. I really love your input. It'll really help me out and to give me a better understanding and to know that I'm not the only one who's ever gone through this situation. I'm out this thing. Blerd Life!